Welcome back, WW3 News. As you probably gather from the mainstream news, Poland had their railway tracks sabotage. It's basically all their military stuff moved from one end of the country to another to the war front, World War II front with Russia. And then they say, we had stopped Ukrainians blowing up the tracks, but it was the Russians which instigated them. Mind you, Ukrainians at sabotaging things, they're pretty good of. Like the mainstream pipeline that connects to, from Ukraine, those responsible blowing up the the so-called Nord Stream pipelines off the coast of Germany 2 years ago it happened. Now Poland is going to deploy 10,000 troops to defend the infrastructure of the country. This is a bit like in America and some other countries, which they're deploying troops here and there, all in the name of civil defence. They're going to start calling up the reserves. Many countries have introduced under the radar, the draft or military conscription. Here in Ukraine, how the conscription is. There's a white van passes, sliding items, and a pair of goons jumps upon you and they take you to the front. It's certain death. You can use this cannon folder. And they've raised even the age up to 65. Now, the European Union was giving more money, funding money to Kiev to fight this war on their part to NATO. This is a proxy war of NATO against Russia. It's got nothing to do with democracy, Ukraine and sovereignty and that bullshit about this country which no one gives a shit about. There's more than 2 million people who died so far between civilians and military on both sides. And our European Union want to create this Schengen highway to transport more easy military hardware from one part of Europe to another, eliminating bureaucracy. Folks, they are preparing for World War III. They're preparing for war with Russia. And before you know it, they sweet talk you into it and they start passing them, emergency laws and all the 9 yards of the shit, special powers. And your economy, seeing it go so shitty. We end up being drafted to fight this war. Practically to be used as cannon fodder. What do you think they use the Ukrainians and NATO? A cannon fodder. Classical tactical World War One. Send all your badly trained, badly equipped troops to the front line in the hope your enemy wastes time and ammunition as well while you prepare, more professional soldiers basically to fight that future war. There are people saying, are we in it or outside it, on the top of it or below it? But we are on the road to hell to continue things like this. And all these preparations of calling up reserves, the reintroduction of the draft and conscription, all that shit they are preparing for war. And the only thing what remains for them to do is prepare you psychologically, create the enemy, blame them for something which they created, because let's face it, the American people in Europe, they're dying for World War III. When you start going low on ammunition and conventional weapons, you start pulling out the nukes and you start using that. one over there, and one over here exploding. And obviously it'll be another video, how it would be like a nuclear war. Could you survive it? Some say no, some say yes. A nuclear winter, once upon a time, said it was a Russian invention. It was scientifically proved in the end. Let's wait and see. Stay tuned for another episode of World War III News.